Hello again. What did you think of that? Are you excited to pretend to be a whale? A whale. Now, just so that we're clear, this is a lake, so there would not be a whale in there. They live in the salt water. But there was a good example of the size of a whale. So before we go today, I wanted to talk about one more animal that starts with the letter W that lives in kind of the same places as a whale. And this happens to be a walrus, and his name is Walpole. This is Walpole the walrus, and it says here, Sid Hoff. Who is Sid Hoff? You're right, the author. Good job. And we know that author writes the story, author writes the story, author writes the story. That's why he came first. Now I'm going to open up this to the title page. Right here's the title page. But it only says Sid Hoff. Sid Hoff was our author, but he's the only one on the title page. That must mean he's got two jobs. What's his second job? You're right again. Good job. He is the illustrator. And we know that illustrators illustrate, illustrators illustrate, illustrators illustrate, which means he made the pictures. Okay, here we go. Way up north, where it's always cold, there lived a great herd of walruses. The biggest was Walpole. Walpole loved the cold. Now, doesn't that make you think of the end of Triton's story, where the icebergs were floating in the water where he was going to feed for the winter up north? Well, the walruses like to live there all the time. Sometimes the walruses push each other to get the best place on the rocks, but they never tried to push Walpole. He is pretty big, isn't he? Oh my goodness, especially those big tusks.
It's time for you to lead the herd,
said the oldest walrus.
You are the biggest and the strongest. Polar bears never come near us when they see your tusks.
Huh? What? I don't want to be a leader, said Walpole. I want to take care of baby walruses who have lost their mother. Oh, that's a good job. But Big Grandpa Walrus says it's time for Walpole to be their leader. Walpole gave the little walruses rides on his back, as if he were their mothers, and he found food for them on the ocean floor. Oh, look at that. He's taking such good care of the little walruses. In fact, how many little walruses are riding on his back? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 baby walruses get a ride on Walpole's back. And he made sure they did not float away on a piece of ice. The little walruses loved Walpole. They barked like little puppy dogs when he walked on his flippers and shook all over. Look at them. And he made sure that they were safe. Now, how many baby walruses are floating on ice? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 baby walruses floating on the ice.
Please be our leader, said the oldest walrus again.
No, said Walpole. I'm having too much fun. And he dove into the water to find food for 7 little walruses. And when Walpole came up, he counted the walruses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. Didn't he just say that he went for 7? Didn't he say he went to find food for 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we just counted, didn't we? Let's count them again to make sure we had the right count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many is he missing if there were 7 before? We had 7, and now we have 5. How many are we missing? 2, that's right. 7 take away 2 is 5. So there are 2 walruses missing. Where are they? Asked Walpole. Oh my goodness, where could they possibly be? They went that way, said the oldest walrus. No, 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 they went that way, said another walrus. Oh, I better find them before something happens to them, said Walpole. And Walpole swam away fast. He swam to an island of seals. Have you seen any walruses? He asked. Do you think the walruses have seen it? Or excuse me, have you seen? Do you think? Sorry, oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, silly Mrs. Ryan. Do you think the seals have seen the walruses? Whoopsie. Sorry, said the seals. There's nobody here with tusks and a mustache. Walpole swam until he came to a, hey, we know this guy. A whale. Have you seen any walruses? He asked. Maybe I have. Come in and see for yourself, said the whale. And he opened his mouth wide. And Walpole swam away very fast. Look at that big mouth. Eek! He swam to an iceberg, but there were no baby walruses on one end of the iceberg and no baby walruses on the other end of the iceberg. There was only ice. Then Walpole saw an Eskimo boy. His boat was stuck in the ice. Hey, can you get me out? Asked the boy. Oh my goodness, just like Triton might have gotten stuck in the sand, the Eskimo boy is stuck in the ice. His kayak, his canoe, has frozen into the ice. Walpole hit the ice with his tusks. He hit it again and again and again, and the ice broke. The boat moved. Oh, thank you for helping me, said the boy. You're welcome, said Walpole. Have you seen any little walruses? No, said the boy, but I heard some barking on that iceberg. Hey, remember the little baby walruses liked to bark like puppies, didn't they? Walpole swam as fast as he could, and there were little walruses. They were so happy to see Walpole. They barked and barked. Someday you will have a nice thick coat of blubber like me, said Walpole, and you will never be cold. Hey, didn't Triton have a layer of blubber as a whale? And now we know that to stay warm in all this icy water, so do walruses. Ah! And Walpole swam back with the 2 little walruses. Something seems wrong with the herd, they said. Can you swim faster? Uh-oh, Walpole was gone. He was gone finding the little walruses. And remember what the old walrus said. Who likes to come and try to get to the walruses when Walpole isn't there? Do you remember what he said? You're right, a polar bear. Oh no! Walpole swam very fast. He got back to the herd just as a huge polar bear was chasing the oldest walrus. Walpole roared. When the polar bear heard him roar, he saw his tusk and he took off in a hurry. Yikes! Look at Walpole's tusks. I would be scared of those too. But we know that Walpole is a very nice walrus.
You came back just in time to save us, said the other walruses. Now will you be our leader? Asked the oldest walrus. Yes, said Walpole, if you still want me. We do! All the walruses roared. Yay! Not only can
Walpole protect the baby walruses, now he can protect all of the walruses. And they never had to worry again. Look at him being such a great leader and protecting them and taking care of the ones that are smaller and weaker than big, brave, and kind Walpole. Oh, I liked that story. I liked that story a lot. I liked it because Walpole started with the letter W, Walrus started with the letter W, and so does whale. So that is all the time we have for today. I'm ready to get alligators. And one thing I am so glad, I have seen deer and squirrels, and we've heard the geese this morning. We've heard all these beautiful birds. But the one thing for sure I know is not in that lake down there is an alligator. Thank goodness. Are you ready? See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. Bye bye, butterfly. Bye bye, butterfly. Give a hug, ladybug. Give a hug, ladybug. Be sweet, parakeet. Be sweet, parakeet. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, raccoon. See you soon, raccoon. Take care, polar bear. Take care, polar bear. Out the door, dinosaur. Out the door, dinosaur. So long, King Kong. So long, King Kong. Bye bye, said the fly. Bye bye, said the fly. I'll see you tomorrow, my beautiful preschool friends. Good luck writing those letter W's and doing your baleen experiment, praying to God and thanking Him for another glorious day together. So remember, Mrs. Ryan loves you, but God loves you even more. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.